Hey guys, we're going to be looking at word problems in math. Word problems can be really interesting. They can also be challenging sometimes. So we're going to be talking about making bar graphs to make them a little bit easier. It's actually called the bar model. And it looks like a bar graph. So here's the problem. I wrote down the kind of summary of it, but let me read it to you. 38,000 people went to the Tulip Festival last year. So I wrote that down. 38,000 people went to the festival. 12,870 of them were women. So we know how many women went. There were 4,200 more men than women. So we know that more men went than women, and actually how much more? How many more? 4,200 more. And then we know the rest were kids. So the question is, how many kids went? So let's draw that in some models here. So right now it's like a bunch of numbers that are kind of hard to even understand. So let's draw it out. Well, how many women went to this festival? It's 12,000. So this is women. 12,870 went. So this is why we draw bars, because we can kind of tell what's more than what. And then how many men went? Well, we know it's more than women, so it's going to be a bigger bar. How many more? How many more men? Well, 4,200 more. Okay. So this little area here is worth 4,200. And then some kids went too. And how many kids? So we don't know how many kids yet. This is going to be the kids down here, but that's what we want to find out. So how many kids went? So first of all, here's what we need to do, you guys. We need to find out how many men went, because we know 38,000 were total, right? So if we subtract the men, the adult men, and the adult women, then we'll find out how many kids went. So let's find out how many men went. Well, we know it's more than 12,870. In fact, it's this much more. So let's add them up, and we'll find out how many men went. So 12,870 is the women. And we know the men were 4,200 more than that. Addition, more than. So let's add them up. Well, the ones are no ones. Tens, we got 7 plus 0. Hundreds, 8 plus 2 is 10 hundreds, also known as 1,000. So when you have a number 10, you just put the second number there and the first number up here. So that's 1,000. Now we're in the thousands. 1,000 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7. And bring down the 10,000. So that's how many men went. 17,070. So this number here, the whole number, is 17,070. So, but now we need to find out how many kids. So the kids bar is going to be somewhere down here too. Well, let's subtract the men and the women from the total, and we'll find out how many kids went. So the total, or how many people? Oh yeah, 38,000. And now we've got to subtract from that. We've got to subtract the men and the women. And then we'll find out how many we have. So I think rather than minusing one than the other one, I could do that, but I think I'm going to add up the men and the women, and then I'm going to subtract that from that number. I feel like that might be easier to do. Rather than two subtraction problems, I'm going to do an addition problem. So I'm going to add up the men and the women. So the men are 17,070. The women are 12,870. Let's add them up. Okay. 0 and the ones. 7 plus 7 is 14. Second number goes on the bottom. First number on the top. 1 plus 8 is 9. Ooh, 3 digits in, I'm going to add my comma. 7 plus 2 in the thousands. 7 plus 2 is 9. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so we know there are 29,940 men and women. So now that we know that, let's subtract that from the total and we'll find out how many kids. Okay, so 29,940. Just do the subtraction problem here. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 4, can't do it. Oh, and there's a 0 there too. We need to break up some of these big bills. Well, we can break up the 8. So we're going to break up the 8. That's 8,000. So we're going to have 7 left. And that's going to go over here, the hundreds. So I've got 10. And the hundred's like, yes, I've got 10 hundreds. And then 10 says, well, I need some now. So it's okay. So now we've got 9. And now we've got 10 tens. And now the ones say, I need some ones. And the 10s say, okay, let me break up my 10s and I'll give you some. So the 10s break them up, and they give 10 tens. Sorry, they give 10 ones to the ones. And now we've got 10 there finally. Okay, so 10. Uh-oh, I didn't need them for the ones. I already did the ones, dang it. I only need them for the 10s. So the 10s, there we go. Because remember, we already did that one. So we're just working on the 10s right now. So the 10s finally have 10 tens. They got them from the hundreds. Okay, so 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 9 is 0. We've got 7 thousands. Can't go 7 minus 9. Got to break up the 10 thousands. So we've got 2. And then going to bring the 1 over here. So now we've got 17. So it's like we had 3 thousands. We keep 2, and we break up 1 into 10 hundreds. So that 10 hundreds goes over here. Now we got 17. 17 minus 9 is 8. 2 minus 2, 0. So there we go. That's the answer. So the kids are actually going to be kind of like down about here. And it's 8,060. That was kind of a ton of math. I admit, that was a lot of math. But that's what we need to do, you guys. We need to draw these bars when we can. And then, boom, 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 we will figure it out. Okay, so here's what you guys are going to be doing today. I'm not going to make you draw the bars. That's kind of the hardest part. I'm just going to let you do a few of these problems that already have the bars. So please, for you, I would like you to do 3 of these 4 problems on page 38 or 39. Pardon me. So you're going to do 3 of these. So let's look at the first one. It says, for each problem, finish labeling the bar model with the information given in the problems. Mark the quantity that needs to be found with a question mark. Then solve the problem. So here we go. There are 3 laptops for sale at a store. Laptop A, oh, they label them for us, that's nice, costs $1,200. Oh, we didn't know how much it costs. And is $900 less than laptop B. Oh, so check it out right here. That's going to be 900 because we know it's 900 more than A. Laptop C costs $285 more than laptop B. Oh, so this little bit here, that's $285. How much they all cost altogether? So you've got to add them all up. So we know it's going to be A plus B plus C, and that's how much they all cost. But how much is B? Well, it's 1,200 plus this 900. And then how much is C? Well, once you find out how much B is, then you just add 285 to it. Let's look at this one. A bookstore sold 435 fewer books on Saturday than on Friday. On Sunday, it sold 3,260 books, which was 1,420 more books than on Friday. How many books did it sell altogether during the 3 days? Okay. Well, now we read it. Let's read it again. A bookstore sold 435 fewer books on Saturday than on Friday. It sold 3,260 books. Oh, sorry. On Sunday, it sold 3,260 books, which was 1,420 more books than on Friday. Okay. So it sounds like, notice how on Saturday it sold fewer than Friday. And on Sunday, it sold this big number, which was more than on Friday. So it sounds like Sunday is going to be the big number. So Sunday is going to be down here. And how many on Sunday? 3,260. That's what this is. Which was 1,420 more books than on Friday. And it sold less on Saturday than Friday. Okay, so it's going to go, so Friday and then Saturday. You got to think about what's less than that. So that would be an option. This one, on these guys here, there were 8,435 more kilograms of beans in bin A than bin B in a warehouse. After, so here's like, so the before is this number. There's more in A than B. How many more? Oh, this big number, this number here, 2,630. And now after, now they're talking about, okay, well, a little bit later, after 2,630 kilograms of beans were taken out of bin A, 11,550 kilograms of beans were in bin B. How many kilograms of beans were in bin B? Man, that's kind of hard to say. So for that one, you've got 8,435 more kilograms of beans in bin A than in bin B. So think of it like this. And they're talking about from at first. So this gap here is going to be 8,435. After this number was taken away out of bin A, this big number of kilograms of beans were left in bin B. So how many? Anyway, I don't want to do all of it for you. But here's what we're trying to find out. How many kilograms were in bin B? So we got to figure out this part here. And I'll give the answers on Friday so you can see what the answers are. So, but think about, we have these numbers here, right? We've got numbers. This number goes here. This number goes here. Where's this number going to go? And once you have the numbers all placed, then you can start thinking about, what am I going to subtract? What am I going to add? All right, guys. So page 38, 39, you can do any three of these problems. I gave you some head starts. I didn't get to this one, but I gave you some head starts. See if you can do three of those problems. Okay.